podcast for Fife fans, music artists, and creatives alike. Milkshakes. All right, check it out. Yo, it's the GreenSkull podcast. We got the homie JayDotTheGemini. Cue the fucking clapping.
Let's go.
Jerry. Let's go. All right, man. So, fuck. I feel like it's been long awaited since we had you. You know what I mean? Like, I think this interview should have happened a while ago, to be honest.
Don't question timing. Thank you for having me.
But it's cool, man. I mean, fuck. We've known each other for a minute, so... I mean, there are still things that I don't know too much about you, like as far as music goes. I know we talked a little bit, like we talked about like things that we do or collabs or like future things like producing with Jerry, working and collabing and stuff. But so like when you started making music, right? Initially, like what was your why?
Cheese!
Like what started it all, man?
Music. You know, like when people read a book or like when people... You know, they'll take up sports or they'll read a book. They'll get lost in their own little world. I think music was my escape. And surprisingly, I never wanted to do music growing up. I never wanted to be a rapper. I never wanted to, you know, make songs, write songs. I started using music as like an outlet. I started writing music kind of like as a therapy almost. Sometimes you go through certain things, you don't really have someone to talk to, or you have people to talk to, but you feel like, damn, like they won't understand what I'm going through right now. So I would just jot things down on a notebook and I would just write, and it wasn't even on no rhyming or anything. It was just writing, and it's kind of just how it started, really. Just a little therapy for me.
So gathering your thoughts in the form of a notepad and a pen, when did you start deciding like, okay, maybe I'll start getting to recording it?
Well, I started writing songs when I was 14. The first song I've ever recorded, I want to say probably about like 21 years old. I had a bunch of songs written before then, so I would say within those 4 or 5 years, it just like everything that I would write, I was heavily influenced with like, you know, Eminem. So I'm like, you know what, he's been through a lot of things that relate to what I've been through. I'm like, and he's writing about it, and the way he's writing it is like he's telling you a whole story while writing a song at the same time. So I tried doing that too. And everything I was writing, I kind of was like, you know what, maybe I'll just make it rhyme at the end. And at first it sounded like, you know, Dr. Seuss books, you know, like my life is whack, something, you know, stupid shit like that. And then over time, I was just like, it started to become fun for me, like, everything that I was feeling or going through, like it was more of a game. Like, how do I take all of this that's in here and put it on a piece of paper? And that's kind of just what inspired it. But I never really, at that point, I never really thought I would record anything. I thought it was just like kind of like journaling, you know. But I was like, might as well make it interesting, you know, like a poem type shit. But when I was like, you know what, I would read back to it, and I'm like, you know what, this is kind of good. Like, I wonder how it would sound on a beat. And so, like, I would just go through on YouTube and just, or not even necessarily looking at, like, type beats back then. I would kind of just go, like, you know, Eminem instrumental or whatever artist I was listening to at that time. And I would just find their beats and see if I could rap on the same beats that they could rap on. And that's kind of just how it started.
Damn. So, leading up to the time that you started recording on audio, when did you, like, how old were you when you first, like, your first song? When you recorded your first song, how old were you?
My first song, I was, damn, I have to hit up Sammy for this one. My boy Sammy, that he's the one who actually we got the equipment with, and then we were at his house when we set it all up. It was just funny because like I remember we got the microphone and we got like the little cheap interface, and then we set it all up, and when we like turned everything on, connected everything to the computer, and we saw everything light up, we were just like, oh shit, like, are we really doing this? Like, we thought we made it at that point. Like, so it was kind of his idea, kind of to push me more into like recording. 'Cause he's like, dude, I could do it. You know, we could do it. And let's see, I think it was around either late 2019 or early 2020 when we first recorded our first song. I'm definitely new to the recording. I'm still, you know, even times when we record, like my voice sounds off, or like I'll be like, damn, I could be a little loud. I'm still finding myself in the recording booth, I guess. But as far as like songwriting, I feel like I've songs. I mean, I've been writing them since I was 14, 15, you know, so that's not new to me. The recording part definitely is, though.
Damn. You see, like we've done so much stuff. Like we'll fuck around in the studio, we'll go kick it and shit. But it's like I didn't even know that it was like 2019 when you actually started dropping like audio.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's good, man. Because a lot of people who start recording, they don't go straight to platforms. They don't go straight to streaming. They don't go straight to like performances. They don't go straight to it, you know? Most of the time, like they don't like how they sound. But from what I remember, every song that we've recorded here, but also in like other studios, you've pretty much done it like one take or like a couple takes. So like, is there a way that you approach recording, or you just kind of just go?
That was a beautiful question. I feel like you know, they say, because it's all the homies, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's comfortable.
it's first of all, it's a comfortable environment, so you can work comfortably. But I'll say it like this: growing up, I wasn't really into like sports, I guess, mainly because like when I wanted to do a sport, my mom was very like overprotective of me. She's like, no, you're gonna get hurt, this and this and this, and so I was never able to kind of like compete, you know. When we're in the studio together and it's like all the homies and we're all hyped up, and I know every single one of you guys is gonna bring your A game, like I have to be on my A game too. Like I have to, and I have a lot of downtime, and I do use that downtime to kind of like, I won't say perfect it, because I'm not like, it's not perfected in any way, but I like to be prepared. I love to be prepared because I know you guys are going to be prepared. And, you know, I don't want to be that guy that's like, man, come on, like, hurry up, bro. Like, I want to be like, I know you're going to bring some shit to this. You're going to bring some shit to this. Like, I have to bring some shit to this. And it's like, to me, that's my sport. That's that's where I want to be competitive. That's where I want to be. And not necessarily to try to outdo anybody, but like, just like most of the time it's to like outdo myself. And in my head, like they'll be like, yo, spit what you got. I'm like, nah, hold on. Like let me wait till it's done, and I'm where I'm comfortable with it. I'm like, let me, you know, rehearse it, say it in my head like 10 times. I'm like, okay, let's go. I think I'm ready. Like, and it's just that's my sport. That's where I like to compete. That's where I like, you know, we're all in this because we love it, you know. And when you love something, you want to be really good at it. And I don't know, I've had a lot of downtime to practice a lot, you know. And even with like Pacer, I mean, me and Pacer have been recording for a while now too, and that fool's always kept me on my toes, because I know as soon as he starts playing a beat, he's gonna ask me, what do you have to this? What do you have to this? I'm like, damn, I gotta be ready. So he's really helped with keeping me sharp.
So speaking on like our studio sessions or like the free time that you have, I mean, I don't know about you guys. Like I know like when we're in there with Mills and shit, like, and we're just fucking around.
Shout out Mills. Shout out Mills.
Like to be honest, like when I first started to get to know you guys, like meeting Mills, meeting you, meeting Pazer, or like anyone else in the music, is like my first initial approach is like, man, I gotta wash everybody, everyone can get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like prove my worth to the homies, or like prove my level.
100%.
But I guess like when I kick it with you or like Mills or just like even with Jerry making beats, because I am competitive to a point where like even beats too, you know what I'm saying? Like I have my little, like, I'm gonna throw my little jabs about my opinion or whatever, but like at the end, I mean, it's all love, but I think that writing or like making a beat, it's good to have like that competitive nature when it's friendly, you know what I'm saying? Because like I I surround myself with you guys because I believe, like I've told Mills and I've told pretty much everybody, I believe you guys are like way better than me. So like I try my best to just
Thank you.
kill it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like how you said, like,
That was creative, though.
yeah,
Mm.
appreciate you, Jerry.
100%, 100%.
You see what I'm saying though? It's like I feel like why I kick it with you guys is, one is because like we're all homies and we're cool and stuff, but also like I respect your craft and I respect like how you write, how you perform, how like, because I've seen you write from beginning to end. So like it's not like you guys are on your phone or whatever. Like I've been in studios, bro, where I've seen people just slack it like crazy, and like for me, it's not a waste of time as long as we're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And like I do like that competitive nature though. So when I see you guys like putting your shit together, like I'm actually amazed on how fast you guys come up with your 16. I'll write a verse and then I'll beat that verse and then I'll compete against myself and then I'll bring it to you guys. But I like that because when we're there, it doesn't feel like, it's got to the point where like I don't need to prove anything anymore, and it's kind of like I'm just comfortable around everybody, and I feel like we're all. It's not even like a I'm better than you type of culture. It's more like a like, yo, let's move.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like that. I like that the fact that when we all get together, we're all kicking it. So it's not like a waste of time. We're enjoying each other's company, but it's also like, okay, well, what do you got though?
Yeah, like what
Like
do you
I
bring
like
to
that
the
shit.
table?
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but what do you got though?
I feel it, and that's what makes the songs better, because it's like, I know if I have an idea, we agree on a beat, and I'm like, all right, cool, I mess with this beat, and I know that beat is gonna relate to each one of us differently, but we're all gonna bring some heat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and in my head, that's exactly why I feel like every time we make a song, it's a good song, because I'm like, I know this fool's gonna, I know what he's thinking right now. Like, I'm gonna watch this fool, and he's not gonna watch me, even though I know he's probably gonna watch me. But I'm gonna make sure he don't watch me. At least as long as we're equal, I'm happy with that. But that's what makes the song, like, from here to like here. It elevates it way more, because I know you guys aren't like, you guys love it just as much as me. I love it just as much as you. And we love doing this shit. It's not like we're there and we're just like, hey, should we just rap? Like, no, it's like, yo, put on a beat. Jerry, make a beat. GreenSkull, make a beat. Find a beat, and it's like, all right, we're washing this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool, man.
That shit's funny because you can tell.
Because they're not really in
think.
it. They're
Like, the
really
end result doesn't reflect the start. Like, the start is always, it's quiet. We're just kind of talking, and like people don't understand that you have to make the noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
It all just starts like, we'll just be getting into random ass conversations, and
yeah,
then,
like I liked how like you were playing the PlayStation too, because like honestly like sometimes what I'll do, I'll put on a movie but no noise. It's just the movie.
just letting it play in the background.
Yeah, or like I'll have like
on some
anything.
Wu-Tang shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally anything, because like or like changing up your environment, shit like that. Like just things like that. Like at least like when we all get together, I feel like it's never like the same. Maybe it's the same like if we just kick it and we end up not recording. It's the same in that way, but it's not the same in like it's always like a different type of beat, different type of vibe, different things that you do, or like how you approach things.
It's the process.
Yeah, like the process is different,
100%.
And I've seen like because when we first met, we met through Pacer. And
shout out Pacer, man.
Yeah, shout out Pacer. And so like at first I was like, man, like who's the new guy? Because like I'll be at all the scenes and I never really seen you.
Before you say anything, whenever I would see GreenSkull at the shows, I would be afraid to approach him because I thought he was like mad all the time. And I thought if I was gonna approach him, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" He'd be like, "The fuck are you? Like, who do you think you are?" But coolest motherfucker ever, I swear.
Dang. I'll address that a little bit too. You know, I get that a lot though, bro. Like,
You look angry, dog.
low key, like my mom, I know you watch it, and so my mom would tell me like, "Yeah, you look mad all the time," and I'm like, I don't mean to look mad, bro. Like, you know, I blame the myself, but also like how the music scene came about, because like it's weird, because like if you go to a show, right, and you're an artist, if you're just a spectator, you don't feel obligated to say anything. You know what I'm saying? So like, but when you're an artist and you kind of want to know what this person's about, it's weird. It's one of those like we don't talk about it type shit, but like it's there. So it's like, okay, I'm getting the vibe. He wants to say something, but I'm not gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just this weird vibe when you don't really.
You gotta
know
wait
somebody.
for them to approach you before you approach them.
I do get that a lot though. Like people say I look mad, and I'm like, just for anyone out there, I'm very approachable. I might look mad though. Not gonna lie, that's just my face. But I might look mad, but I'm very approachable. JDot is very approachable.
I'm a good dude.
Yeah, to be honest, like when Pacer came up to me the first time, I was like, oh shit, like what's he gonna say? Because I don't know this guy, you know what I mean? But finding out that he makes beats and like you guys in relation are.
He's my cousin.
Okay, yeah, so he's your cousin. So it's like, I didn't know that at first. I thought that he was kind of like your manager, because he was like advocating for you.
He's definitely my manager, but his pops and my pops are brothers.
Oh shit, okay.
And out of all 9 of them, because they do have like 9 siblings, like it was crazy because his dad and my dad were like the tightest.
Damn.
So we have a really close bond.
Sheesh. Yeah, like when I first met him, I was like, okay, because he was really promoting you heavy, and like I said, like the new guy around, I didn't really notice you, and then when he was talking about you, I think the first time we talked, I felt like you weren't fucking with it. It was weird because I remember at first we talked, and then I think that was it. That was like the rest of the night. Like the rest of the night just unfolded. I think you went back with Pazer, and then I
remember. I think it was on the Halloween show, one of the Halloween shows that I don't know who was before. I think Mills performed that night. I think I just went and I shook your hand, and then I went back with Pacer. But that handshake, it made me feel accomplished. I'm like, damn, he shook my hand. Cool. Like, all right, we're getting somewhere. That's funny you say that though.
Yeah, because I felt like initially I felt like, damn, he doesn't like my shit. Like that's what I thought of initially, and then I think over time, to be honest, I don't really know like the first. Do you remember the exact first time that we all got together? Because I actually don't. I don't. Like I feel like it's just been so long now, you know.
I think the first person I actually worked with was Trey, and then you, and then we like somehow we all linked up. I don't know. I really don't remember the first time me and Mills worked together. And then, yeah, I don't remember, bro.
Yeah, dude,
it's been
to be
so
honest,
long.
I don't really remember. I don't
Feels like
remember
it's been
the
years.
first time we. And yeah, see, like let's think about that. Do you remember the first time we actually met? Like the year. Like was it?
For sure, it was last year because.
Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say it's not COVID. There's no way.
No, because I got here April of 22. That's when I moved out
okay.
here.
So then it was for sure last year. Damn, bro. This is crazy because I feel like I've known you for so long. Like, what the fuck? Bro, that's weird, huh? What the 22.
Fuck? Yeah. April 22.
Dude, that's
feels like we've known each other for years.
See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it did. It actually does.
We shifted timelines.
Like, it legit feels like it's been, like, fuck, like, at least 7 years. I don't know why.
I feel like I've known him for fucking...
I know, like, that's weird, man. Because, like, now when I think of, like, Jerry, I think of you. Or if I think of you, I think of Jerry. So it's like...
It's my brother.
That's crazy, dude. That's like, damn.
Fuck. I think we've made so much music. Like, it's like...
Honestly, we've made a lot of music, man. It's just not out.
It's just not out.
It's, like, slowly trickling out. It's making it through the threshold slowly.
It's been cool, man. It's been a
But,
fucking journey, bro, being out here.
Yeah. Actually, let's jump into that. Like, moving down from
Texas.
Texas.
So I was born Northern California. 2018, my family moved to Texas. 2019, I moved out there. I was there for about since April 22, and then I came out here.
Damn. So what was like your initial thought? Were you already rapping in Texas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then when you came out here, were you looking for the rappers, or like how did that work?
Well, okay, so I'll rewind it back to like probably like 2016. So it's funny because I was just writing, right? I was writing, and I was actually at work when Pacer messaged me, and he was like, "Hey, cuz, I heard you write songs." I was like, "Yeah, I do." He was like, "That's crazy, cuz I make beats." I was like, "What?" And then he started sending me beats, and that's kind of like where it all started, right there.
You gotta show him the picture of the studio that they used to use.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll show you that.
Show it in the video.
Damn.
We
Closet? It's a closet
so
studio?
2019, I moved out here for like probably like 6 months, like 6-7 months at most. 2019, and then I moved to Texas, and I was just out there for like 3 years. Actually, at first I was kind of back and forth between Texas and up north in Corning, just back and forth. But then I just stayed in Texas, but we always I was always making songs, like writing songs all the time, but 2019 we were already here recording with Pacer. And then I went to Texas, and then I messaged him. He told me, he was like, "Hey, look, I got an office space. We turned it into a studio. Let's continue where we left off." I was like, "Let's go. Let's do it. Say
Hell
less."
Yeah. Hell yeah. So like, speaking of your music, so you came from Texas, met up with Pacer, got the studio space. So let's take it to one of my favorite songs, which is Solano Street. Explain that. Explain Solano Street.
Solano Street is the main street that goes down Corning. Is called Solano Street, and I felt like
Cruising all the time.
Cruising down Solano every day and every night. There was so much shit that happened on Solano Street. Solano Street is like a staple. Like Solano Street, you're always gonna go down that street when you go to Corning, like that's like the main road. But all the adventures that we got in, like with the homies or past relationships, it was always on Solano Street. All the shit was going down, and every time, cause I grew up outside of Corning. Let's just state the facts. I'm not from Corning. I'm from a town over called Richfield. Which is not rich. It's just the name Richfield. It's cool. So we grew up on a ranch, right? We grew up in a private property, and all my childhood, like I liked it. I liked that we grew up in a ranch because it was just freedom. We do whatever the hell we wanted. But I always like longed to like live in the city because every time, like in high school, I would take the bus to and from high school, and all my homies would walk home because they lived in Corning. So like after school, they'll be like, "Hey, yo, let's go eat. Let's go do this, do this." And I'm like, "Damn, I can't go because I have to go home. I have to catch the bus." So I always wanted to like just live in the city, So when I finally moved out of my parents' house and went into town, like our adventures just like amped up, we just started, it was just fun. I was like, damn, this is cool living in the city, But Solano Street, it means a lot. It means a lot to a lot of people. I don't know about the song, I don't know, but the street itself, I feel like I had a, because that's me, that's who I am. I'm from there, I'm from that area, and it just holds a lot of memories for me. And I felt like if I was gonna put this on any of my projects, I have to let people know, like, this is where I'm from, and this is what, the song itself, it starts off, like just on some fucked up shit. He's like, the ones you love always find a way to lie. Real ones you find always find a way to hide. You go through your life experiences, and this is where you're going through your life experiences. You know what I mean? So, shout out Solano Street. Shout out Corny.
Shout out. For those who don't know, let's talk about how you got your rap name.
This is like my favorite story ever because it's so dumb, but okay. So the first time I wrote down my rap name, it was a J, it was a point, and it was Gemini. Because low key I wanted to copy J. Cole, how he spells his name, J.Cole. And I was like, damn, that's like too much biting off of, I'm biting off of his name. So I was like, what if I picked the J because I always said if someone puts me in their playlist and they're like fans of J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, I want to be like close on that list, JK, so I know my name's going to pop up close to their name. But at first I spelled the J point Gemini, and I'm like, nah, that sounds too much like his name. So then I was like, what if I spell out the J? And I was like, nah, it still looks dumb. I'm like, what if I spell out the point? I'm like, all right, so JAYDOT Gemini, JayDotTheGemini. I'm like, that sounds kind of dumb. What if I put a the right there, JayDotTheGemini? I'm like, that sounds all right. And then I typed it in on Instagram, and I made a profile, and I typed in the name, and it wasn't taken yet. So I'm like, all right, perfect, boom. And that's literally how it happened.
Damn.
Literally. And I just rode with it ever since.
So JayDotTheGemini. Okay.
It's crazy, like how far that name, how far I've carried that name, dog. I've never thought I would like use that name for anything.
Damn. Now it's on flyers.
It's on flyers.
It's on podcasts. It's on fucking covers.
On covers.
Dang. So with that being said, JayDotTheGemini, what does the future look like? Like, what are some lifetime goals, whether it be music or not music?
It's gonna sound super cliche, dog, but just to be happy, we all want to be successful in this. We all want, our music to reach some crazy heights, and there's no doubt in my mind that that's gonna happen because the work I see you guys put in not only inspires me to do it the same way, but I feel like you guys have something here. Personally, my goals for the future is, I guess, just keep working, keep doing what we're doing, start a family would be cool, just real life shit, buy a home. But my goal for this shit is just selfishly, I want our group to be like the pinnacle of rap, at one point, because I feel like nobody does it how we do it. Nobody loves it the same way that we do it. And maybe they do, and maybe we just haven't worked with them yet, but I feel like what we bring to the table is, the sky's the limit for us. I feel like ultimately it's just to keep doing what we're doing and just have fun with it, and hopefully the love for what we do doesn't, never goes away. We all watch each other grow, and maybe watch all of us start a families and start their families and evolve, just watch each other evolve and watch our craft evolve and just make all the music possible,
How would you define your personal success as far as music goes?
Platinum plaques all over the wall. Maybe a show with 2-3 Grammys on it.
Sheesh.
I mean, success. I would find it a success if, I can wake up one morning and just be like, yo, my house is paid for, my bills are paid for, my kids are fed, I could get the wife a car, all off of our hard work, and, being able to turn what we love into a full-time job and, you know, even being able to provide opportunities for other people with what we do, you know what I mean? Like, that would be success for me, like on some Nipsey shit, you know, creates like other avenues to do other things and venture off and do, you know, build shit for like the communities type shit, you know, I don't know, have enough money to build a new school or, you know, but just off of the strength of all the hard work that we've put in with our music. So that's ultimately what I feel would be like a sign of like my personal success, to be able to do stuff like that with the music.
Like, you know how like some people say, you know, if I don't make it at this certain point or whatever, like, do you find age a factor?
No way. How old is Jay-Z? Like 60? Nah. Sorry, Jay-Z, don't kill me. No way, man, because think of everything that you've gone through in your life. You're like 10 years old, 15, 20, 25. You obviously have gone through things where you could talk about in your music. And it's not like you're going to stop going through stuff when you're 30. It's not like you're going to stop going through stuff when you're 40, 50. You're always going to have life experiences to talk about. And I feel like the wiser you are, you know, the more in depth you can go with your art. You know what I mean? So I'm almost more excited to hear what you got to say when you're 45 years old. You're like, damn, the older, wiser GreenSkull. You know what I mean?
God damn.
Like, no way. If anything, like, I feel like when you love what you do and age don't matter, it'll like age like fine wine, you know, like the older you get, I feel like the more, I don't know, the wiser the music will get to, you know. You know, right now we're having fun. Right now we're dealing with our own things that we're dealing with at our age, you know, that maybe someone older than us will look at us like, man, wait till you get to my age. And it's like, until we get to there and deal with those experiences, like, I can, like, the songs that I've made so far, like, what if, and I don't want to like speak this into existence or anything, but like, what if I get married and then have like a bunch of kids and then we're married for like 10 years and then we divorce? Listen. But the point is, it's like, imagine I make a song about stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, that low key sounds like an interesting song to write. Not that I'm hoping that happens, but you know, I'm always curious to see what our generations before us have to say. You know what I mean? So as long as the music's good, it don't matter what age you are.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to music, like how you said, when like people get older, I do feel like you do have like something better to say when you experience things. So obviously you gotta live life to like put it on paper. I mean, not everybody. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, but not everybody does that. But you know what I mean, like like that. You know how like have you ever hit a wall to where it's like, in comparison, obviously we both have two different lives, but do you feel like when you write, do you feel like you've said everything already?
No way. I feel like there's a lot of things I avoid that I still feel like I'm scared to write about. But I feel what you say. Like, I don't know if you've ever had it happen to you. Like, you'll write a verse or two, and then like you'll wait like damn, I don't know how to finish this song. And then like 3-4 months later down the line, some crazy shit happens to you, and it just so happens that like you write about that and it somehow it fits into the song you already started. And it's like, damn, like I kind of had to go through this to be able to finish this. You know what I mean? Like, you have to go through life, bro, because you know that's the inspiration. You know, like if you don't go through shit or you don't, you know, then I feel like the music will just be like bland, you know. But you don't have to go through no shootouts, you know, to write a good song. I mean, you know,
yeah. Like maybe that was a little bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. You know,
I feel it, because I mean, I'll say this, like I feel like out of our family, like I feel like the life that I lived was kind of like the safest, you know, like I've granted like we saw a lot of things outside, you know, and but like for me to you know, there's certain things that if I talked about it I would sound super corny, but then there's like, you know, other stuff of like even someone that grew up like super like Jewish, you know, super like safe, and maybe they grew up rich, you know, but even they got interesting things to say, you know what I mean? Like it don't matter, like as long as the music is good, man, and as long as it's genuine and it's who you are and you're expressing yourself and it's real to you, like that's all that matters. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, as you know, like, as I aged, I figured out, like, because that was, like, my mindset when I was younger. I was like, man, what the fuck? What words do I use, you know? But I'm just like, I don't know what to say. But then I started realizing, like, nah, like, music is literally, there's billions of people on the planet. So it's like, there's room for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally talk about literally anything. Like, there's some dumbass songs out there about nothing, but those are songs that people actually do like. You'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even talking about like radio shit. I'm talking about like songs literally about dumb shit.
Yeah,
and
100%.
yeah, like there's always a lane. And I guess like when I learned is like there's multiple lanes or lanes that haven't been opened yet. So like there's different subcultures. There's like small things. Like I don't know if you ever heard of trap metal. Like you ever heard of trap metal? Bro, it's literally trap music, but like heavy metal.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's hard, but to be honest, like it's kind of hard to understand. But yeah, I feel like music in the future is gonna be something wild. Like I bet you it's not even gonna be like think about like the problems that you grew up with, and the problems that I grew up with. Like I feel like we're close to the same age. I don't really remember.
28.
Okay, yeah, we're the same age. So it's like, if you think about it, right? Like we seen no electronics to hella electronics
To too much electronics.
like think about this. I'm gonna throw this out there, it's gonna be wild, and I think you'll relate. Is like think about this. Okay,
Bro, I'm actually sick of electronics.
yeah, me too. Like low key, like yeah, high
High
key,
key.
the highest on the piano.
Yep.
But like okay, so so these days, right, these days kids, when they get punished, what happens? They take away
Their tablet.
Yeah, they take away their tablet and they tell their kids go outside, and it's like fucking the worst thing that the kid could possibly go
Or
through.
go to your room.
Like, oh, I have to go outside. It's hot outside. You know, oh fuck, bruh. What happened when we were kids? My dad told me you can't go outside. You know how devastated I was, bro, when my dad said you can't go outside. Damn, son, that made like the worst. Like the homies would knock on the door and be like, "Hey, where's Gabriel?" And then my dad would be like, "Hey, go tell your friends you can't go outside." And I gotta go to the front door. Yeah, I had to go to the front door and be like, "Hey guys, I can't go outside." Like, dude, think about the generational gap that where we are, and we're fucking young.
These kids would never know.
Like, dude, what the fuck? It's crazy how like generations have changed. Like, bro, they don't go outside.
They don't go outside.
They play
bro.
games and they run around in the forest in those games. But if you really think about it, yeah, like when was the last time like a youngin ran around and knocked on his friend's door? I mean, unless like you're a skater or something, I could see that. But like, I really don't see people outside. Like young kids, I don't see that shit.
Mm-mm.
Everything's
is on,
online,
bro. College is online now. Everything is
dude.
online. You don't need to go outside
Like
anymore.
I don't know about you, but my high school told us that we were the last ones to do, I think like the exit exam
Mhm.
on paper, because we did it on
Wow.
laptops and we all failed. And so they were like, "What the fuck? How did you guys fucking fail?"
How you pull this off?
So we did it again. Yeah, dude, we did it again, but this time with paper, and we did good. And they basically said, like, okay, they took away the Chromebooks and said, "You guys gotta do this shit on paper because
Mhm.
obviously you don't know how to use a fucking laptop."
Yeah.
And I just think that's crazy. Like, I mean, not to say like the laptop is like anything different. I think that we were just used to the way we were used to doing it because things are changing.
It's just
now.
weird. I'll say this to what you were saying. The first time I took my driving test, it was on written paper, right? And I passed it. Boom. When I moved over here, I had to retake it because my license had got suspended when I went to Texas. I never paid off a speeding ticket. Well, I paid the fines, took the test online, and I failed it 3 times.
Damn.
And I was like, where am I going wrong? Like, this is like a completely different test. And I don't know, something about paper, you know what I mean?
Shit.
You dumb though.
Just to throw it out there, you know how you pay and you get 3 chances?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I failed 5 times.
You paid $80, huh?
Yeah, my last time taking the test, I passed, and this is like within like a week and a half or something, because you can't like take it or something. You have to wait a couple days or whatever.
Yeah,
you fucked up. See you in like 4 days, and so fucking. But by the time I get to the wheel, bro, pass it, no problem. And I actually think I fucked up, but the dude was like so chill about it. I don't know, it was weird. But yeah, that was on paper, which surprisingly, yeah, it was on paper, bro.
Whoa,
He's like, what? You failed on paper?
you failed on paper, bro.
Yeah, but fuck, man.
Driving's hard. The laws are hard. Like, I opened the book, like, and I know how this is gonna sound, and trust me, I'm not that guy. But I opened the book and I saw this Asian man looking at me, and I knew immediately, I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, I was like, I'm not passing this test. Like, and yeah, I didn't pass. I think I paid like $80 in total to retake the test. And I think it was like on the 4th time I passed it.
Sheesh.
I felt like it for sure, but
Fuck it, eh? So just to circle back, what do you what's
Driving
next
text, man.
as far as like singles or like a project? Because like we've talked about doing therapy sessions, and I know it's just like never really came to fruition.
What happened, Jerry?
Because
What happened, Jerry?
certain things. I feel like, collectively, we probably just, it kind of like slipped. But is that still a thing, I guess, what I'm saying?
On the whiteboard that we have on the studio, I have like 5 projects written down. I'll name them off. It's my project with Jerry, therapy sessions, our project that we were going to do, our serial killer project,
Hell yeah.
GreenSkull and 99 West. I have the project that I wanted to
That's
finish.
gonna be hard.
The game changer. The project I'm working on with Mills. I have a project that I'm working on with Trey. I want to do a second part to the Halloween tape, but just like all Pacer production, because Pacer's just mean. He's mean.
Yeah,
with the
he
beats,
is.
dog.
To be honest, like I've been slacking on Pacer too. Like I need some beats from Pacer.
Pacers. It's weird because like when I'm working with you guys, I'm like I'm comfortable working with you guys, but when I'm in the studio with Pacer, I get nervous because I'm like, dude, I have to impress this guy. You know what I mean? Like I have to make sure whatever verse I have, when he hears it, he's gonna be like, okay, you know what I mean? And that's how I know it's like approved. But I just want to make like some crazy project with Pacer. But yeah, to circle back, therapy sessions is still in session. I'm just waiting for the beats. Jerry.
Shout out Jerry.
Shout out Jerry Hughes, man.
Hell yeah.
He looking at me. It is. I'll take responsibility. But the ideas we have for the project, I mean, you heard the beats. You came up with the idea for the cover. You know what I mean? So when that project is finished, it's gonna be like, damn, it was worth the wait, because we got heat. We got heat on the way.
Hell
therapy sessions.
2024.
2024. Shoot for 2024.
That's all on you.
2024.
There it is. That's a wrap. JayDotTheGemini in the building. Jerry in
Thank
the
you for having me,
building.
man.
It's the GreenSkull podcast. You know, follow JDot. Follow the homie. You know, we did do a song actually before we sign off. We did a song called Dark Nights, and I rolled it out. Not gonna lie, I kind of rolled it out a little poorly. I need to like promote more. I've been slacking it on that inch a little
I'm
bit.
the same way with my
But-
singles, bro. I'm the same way.
But yeah, Dark Nights out right now. MCKG, or actually GreenSkull and JayDotTheGemini. Let's go.
Peace.
You're listening to the GreenSkull podcast.
A podcast for Fife fans, music artists, and creatives alike.